Fanatics, Crazy Russian Dad here, and today we're going to talk about Russian nicknames. Yes, Russian nicknames by popular demand. So you know how in English in America you have each name usually has like a nickname associated with it, you know, like sort of shortened one, like a David, Dave, and Stephanie, Steph. Okay, so it's something similar in Russian, except it's more complex, I would probably say. In English it's usually a shortened version, but there are exceptions, of course. So it's sort of similar to that, like Richard, I heard, can be Rick, Rich, and Dick. Dick, I don't understand Dick, I don't know what's the connection, but Rick and Rich I sort of understand. Okay, so in Russian, same deal, like every name for the most part has a nickname, like an official nickname or one or two or more associated with it. Okay, so let me tell you, for example, Alexander, which is like a Russian for Alexander, will be Sasha. And I don't know, Michael, Mikhail in Russian will be Misha. Okay, and Dmitry will be Dima. Okay, and then Sergey will be Serежа. Okay, so if you have any Russian friends with these names, you can now start calling them like a cool person with a Russian nickname. Okay, then some names in Russian, just like in English, like your Dick and Richard, are ambiguous, right? Sort of. Vladimir might have three different versions of a nickname. It can be Vova, it can be Volodya, and it can be Vladik. All three. Vladimir, you know, like Vladimir Putin. But I would not call him Vova. Like if you meet Vladimir Putin on the street, it would be disrespectful. You wouldn't call Barack Obama. Actually, Barack, I'm not sure what the nickname for Barack is. What does his wife call him? Is it Bara or Rak? I don't know. But anyhow, you call Vladimir Putin Mr. President, you don't call him Vova or Volodya, unless you're his sister or something, I don't know. With female names, it would be like Elena, Yelena, in Russian would be Lena. Okay, and then Maria would be Masha. You know, like Maria Sharapova, Masha, that's her nickname. And Victoria, a nice Russian name, would be Vika. Okay, like, you know, Victoria Azarenka, famous tennis player from Belarus. Okay, I mean, she calls herself Vika, and everybody who knows what's the hell calls her Vika because that's her nickname. Okay, so you got it, there are nicknames. Okay, but that's where similarity ends. It's much more complex in Russian. So if you're ready for the advanced part of this video, stay with me. Otherwise, this is not gonna be for the faint of heart. Unplug your phone now, rewind and don't watch. Okay, I'm glad you're still with me then. In Russian, there are diminutive forms of the word. Okay, diminutive means it has that kind of a little term of endearment connotation. It applies to all nouns and it applies to nicknames. Okay, so there is the suffix, the ending of the word that will change the meaning of the word. So you can form all kinds of nouns. You see, Russian hard. For example, the word Yelena, Yelena, that's the name, Elena, I guess, in English. Okay, its nickname would be Lena. Okay, but you can also add all kinds of endings to change its meaning. So Lena can be Lenka, okay, which is sort of only people who are very familiar with each other, like family members would say to each other, or close friends. Or if you want to insult somebody, that would also work. So Lena can be Lenka, can be Lenочка, kind of a little Lena. And by the way, this diminutive is something you have in English, like sometimes little shadow of it, like dog, doggy, you know, like little dog, little doggy, okay? And so Lena, Lenka, Lenочка, Lenuся, Lenula, Lenok, okay? And then of course derivatives of those, because you can put more than one ending. I mean, that's how crazy Russian is. Like Gewalt, like you can say Lenusечка, Lenulinka, okay, and probably more. So there's probably like easily 10 different nicknames a person can have. This is compared to David, Dave in English. Okay, so for example, if your name is Jennifer, okay, if your name is Jennifer, in Russian you can be Jennifer, Jennifer Rock, Jennifer Rula, Jennifer Rusia, Jennifer Rochik. I mean, I hope your boyfriend doesn't call you those things, but if you like them, you could ask him to do so. Okay, so as homework for you, fanatics, please put in the comments a couple of Russian-sounding nicknames that you think would work for you. Oh, and homework number 2, if you have any Russian friends, you absolutely need to impress them by saying, so what is your Russian nickname, huh? And then they will think you're just a god or a goddess. Thank you very much for listening. As always, if you like my videos, please press like and press share, okay, so that more people would get to know the hilarious and educational content by Crazy Russian Dad, okay? And good night. Спокойной ночи.